What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Feels good to win, man. Ooh, we won that contest. Talking all day about winning futures trading contests. You know, I'm like a professional futures contest competitor. I'm always entering contests. My favorite thing to do. What's up? What's up? You told me not to lose hope. Hey, man. At the end of that, I thought I was toast. I swear, I literally thought I was toast. All right, hold on. Wait. Oh, we got to get the Zoom call launched. Oh. Wait. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Let's get ready to get going. Running a little late this morning. Ooh. Hold on. Be right back. Give me a second. What a day, dude. Oh my god, we got so much to talk about, don't we? What a freaking day. Now let me tell you, if you're new to the stream, you're new to what I do. I have a special trading style. Very, 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 very special trading style, as a matter of fact. Oh, I don't know if I can pull up the stats. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, because you know what? The challenge. Okay, so unfortunately, the contest account. Well, I posted the P&L every single day. So once the contest is over, the account is gone. It's not like they create like a special account for you to use for the contest. So I don't think I can access it to print out the stats report. However, I do have the stats report from like the day before because I printed them out every single day. I trade about 80% win rate over the course of the month through the ups and downs. My run up to drawdown was about 5-1. My expectancy was really good. I only had maybe like 3 losing days total. The last day was a losing day, and I thought it was going to kick me out of first place. I was bummed. But it wasn't enough. But the dynamic, what I was expecting, was people were going to be like YOLOing, and the places were going to shift around. Oh, I was right about that. But unfortunately, For those that were close, some of them took the same bet that they would be edged out by lucky YOLOs, and they lost their lead. So there were people in second and third that went down to the bottom. People at the bottom came up second, third. It was exactly what I said it was going to be. But the people that YOLO'd in the second place were still 2K shy of winning, even with my whatever 3K loss. I know at the start of the day, I thought I flipped the coin the wrong way, and I was like, oh, I took a loss. I fucked up my lead. So to me, it wasn't like, it was like first. If you're not first, you're last. That's like my whole. Wait, hold on, let me get my Zoom call started here. If you're not first, you're last. That's like my mentality of a trading contest. Because in a trading contest, it's not like a real trading account. You're not trying to survive over time and make money and pay low taxes, etc. Like why we trade futures to begin with. You're trying to beat other people in a race, and you're not ever gonna race in like a real trading account. You know what I'm talking about? So there's mechanics that you have to unfortunately do in trading contests to win. Yeah, here's Zoom. Here's Zoom right here. Sorry, my bad. Zoom isn't broken. I'm broken. I forgot to post it. An idiot. When mental market starts, let's get ready. We have big news week all week in earnings, right? Let's talk about yesterday's. Non-farm came out today, obviously. All those numbers are slightly down. Distribution rate slightly down. Payrolls. Oh, no, actually, no. Non-farm payrolls. Yeah, the expected growth of non-farm payrolls was actually down 28 when they expected to go up 98 or 90. Okay. Interesting. All right. You guys stick around. I'll teach you my strategy. How do I trade 80% win rate when the market is like this? Right? Pretty common. I actually trade 70, 80% historically, and people here can testify to that. Been watching me trade for years. How's that possible? The best traders you hear only trade 30, 40%. It's also very true. The best traders are 30, 40% accurate. Because I have a handful of high probability setups and I wait for them. The difference between me and those traders is they're always trading and they have great risk management, so they make money with the low run rate. I have great risk management, so I make money, but I don't trade except for when my setups line up, and that's how I keep my win rate high. I wait and wait. I skip many trades that you guys take to only get the high probability ones. And in months that do this, like that slowly, bullishly go up, I have like 3 different setups that have 90% chance of winning. And the stats reflect it. So I got lucky that this is one of those months that does that. Months that do, I sit out a lot. So to maintain that win rate, right? That's so crazy. Winning so hard you didn't even lose after the past 2 days of crazy movement. Yeah, I took a loss the last day. All right. Liquidity map. So if you guys are using Rocket Security, liquidity map gives me kind of like an understanding of where the flow is going to be in the market. So let's just kind of draw some stuff here really quick. Anytime you open in the middle, you expect the market to close in the middle 90% of the time under ideal conditions. Ideal conditions. I take this trade every single time from here to there. If it breaks from here, it can hit that and bounce. I will long this every single time to upper DD band. But I wait for the chase. I don't long inside of here. This is such an easy day, guys. There's not going to be any hardship on this one. Bull to bear. Okay. Resilience is greater than 0, so SPY has support right there. This number greater than half. Oh! Get over half. Get over half. All right. So DD greater than half. We're good. We're supporting in here. We're resisting in there. So we're going to have this kind of move right now. If we break, I take a big trade up. Roughly 40 points, a 10-to-1 trade down here. This number is greater than 0, so there's a support from here to here. If RAS is less than 0, it bounces off that. That's my setups today. Look, so I start off the day 1 minute. I already got my setups. So we teach you guys how to do that if you're interested in what we do at Rocket Scooter. We're doing our Black Friday special right now on the training, the software. Trust me, I threw out technical analysis. My win rate, way up. That's just me. Can't promise that'll be you. Very honest about, obviously, your performance is up to you and your risk. But if you're interested in checking out our program to learn how risk management works and how to aim for a high win rate and how to have more selective trades, how to draw trade plans on your chart. Let me introduce you guys to what it is we do. I'm the CEO of a company called Rocket Scooter. We made A, the trading platform you see on your screen, and B, the Rocketplace Trader Marketplace with all these big name traders that you can see. So I'm the leader of both of these companies. You can see there's a bunch of different vendors on here: Exclusive Trading, Bottom Line, Wolf Financial, Prosperity, Galaxy, Liquidity, Bullscorn. A lot of people you see. J Minks, Elite Trader Funding is even here. Psychological coach Ashton Nolan, Pax, huge in the futures world. Like John Carter, huge in the trading world, futures world. Trades by Matt, all the folks, Jake Wojasik, are all on our marketplace. And they have their companies and their stuff listed here. We're also listed here as well. You can check out what it is we do and read the reviews from our customers. These are actual reviews. We just launched this a couple months ago to the public. These are all paying customers, what they bought. The coaching we have here, we have a 20 days webinar where we teach. The tools, the Zoom calls you do every morning. Software gives a true edge. Again, these aren't endorsed. This is what people are writing. Honest comments. Amazing market insights and signals futures. Matt's amazing teacher provides high level instruction. Hands down one of the best tools in terms of finding one. Nothing comes close to what Rock Scooter does. Blown away by the content, etc., etc. You guys like to learn something new? What we specialize in teaching is how to beat trader funding programs. How to game their system with your stats. That is 50% off first month. That's our Black Friday sale, and we're doing it just for this week. $1,500 off a lifetime. We're doing that just this week. We're doing Black Friday early this year. We have about 6,000 members. We're pretty much one of the largest, if not largest, paid futures trading community in the world. With 6,000 active members, users of the platform, big Discord. Everyone here primarily is a futures trader. Rocket Scooter is a big piece of software I've been using for years. There are people out there like Trades by Matt. If you're friends with Matt, Matt uses Rocket Scooter. A lot of people use our stuff because some of our tools are really strong. And they use it as part of their analysis. So Matty loves the resilience and monthly maps. So that's a really big part of what we do. So what we teach you is how to, right at the start of the day, identify trading setups. This pushes up to here, resist off of that. I drew that. So I'm not taking a trade in here. Too tight. There's a bounce off of here to long from. There's a take long on the break. There's no short setup today. DD ratio less than half. We all know that this is a very high probability trade today. So we've actually seen the market be thrust into bearishness, which has been kind of like interesting. So there actually is a short setup today. For the first time in a while. This is one of my favorite short setups. If we break down to here, I'm no longer taking the long. I'm taking the short. This ratio clues me in on that. Everybody keep in mind. Hey, what's up? What's up, Marianne? What's up? Am I not taking bears on top? Yeah, I will be. So I'll be taking the bears on top. Everybody in Zoom is alerting me to that. I want to take a little bit of a short here. Yeah. Do QQQ's doing real quick. That's QQQ. Let's see what SPY's doing real quick. SPY in a similar boat. Oops. Let me go ahead and just kind of mirror what SPY is doing. Yeah, bear zone top on SPY, reject. S&P resilience is positive. So the short is going to be actually kind of short-lived on this one too. SPY from here to there or there. There is a V-shaped move we're about to get. So I'm going to tap it pretty good when we get there. We're going to let it go. Here and then right here. So shorting here, back to there. We do Zoom calls every day at 3 p.m. Eastern, an hour before market closes, and we do training on this. We call it our 20 days profitability mindset. We teach you to have a profitability mindset. You're not just trading to win the market. You're trading to be profitable like a business. You treat it like that. The risk management we have, I'm gonna tell you, as far as teachers of risk management and drawdown management, which is what you battle money programs, there is no second place to what we teach, and I don't brag a lot. Our program is the best on Wall Street. Hands down. Risk management, it's mathematical. We give probabilities. We teach you equations on how to, exactly the max position size you need to have, things like that. It is by far as regimented as you want to be. In 20 days, we go every 20 days, and on the 28th day, we start over. We cycle through the classes. So some people are on their their sixth go around of our classes. And this 20 days thing, we just started and consolidated everything to 20 days. And now we just do 20 days every month. And this is the second time we've gone through it to make it quicker and faster. Just pass your combine for you. Okay, so let me tell you about combines, right? Here's the trick. Every time they have a sale, get your 20 accounts. Like, let me actually go here. Trader. I need to change my bot. I get 50% off, not 85. A little sale is over. I passed 20 eval accounts in literally 5 days. What happened? The Zoom just crashed. What? So we have a live active Zoom call that goes on in the morning. This YouTube stream is 20-second delay. The Zoom call is in real time. We have roughly 200 people in that Zoom call right now. So now that their sale is over, I want you guys to know, do me a favor. If you're going to use Elite Trader Funding, always use our code and link. We will always get the best deal that they have, period. We get 50% off right now, all of your evals. So sign up for it. If you need to, use our link. There's the link. Rich said the course changed my life. I love you, Rich. So the program I'm talking about is our program. And let me show you. You go here on this link. This is our trading program, and we even tell people we're so confident that you're gonna love it. We let you take the first 3 classes for free, and it's here. Click right here, Stacy. Yeah. So click this. This is for our training program. So after 3 classes, if you don't like it, we'll fully refund you. And in the 8 years we've been teaching, I've never had somebody ask within 3 days for a refund one single time. Not once. It said, I don't like this. This isn't for me. When everybody, the first class is such a mic drop, it's gonna change everything you thought about trading, which is kind of hard for some people to stomach. There's a lot of you guys such bad habits, you didn't know how wrong you were. And we'll show you that kind of stuff. The probability edge class alone. Yeah. That we designed that with like all of our best stuff, like right up front to show you. Again, it's all about knowing the stats and odds. Like in poker, you have cards, right? You have a fixed number of cards, so you have a fixed probability. And so we have things that have a certain high probability. And when the setups line up, we just go off of that. Now the thing is that SPY has a short up here and a short up here back down to bear. What I'm gonna do, it's only 73, 74, 10 points of drawdown. SPY is going to try to break from here to here. I will always short it back down from here to here. So while I'm going to build one contract on the edge, and I'm going to short it one more time when it taps the upper bull zone. Okay. DD's right in the middle. Yeah, so right in the middle, I had to be very careful on this one. I don't like to bet that DD flips bearish, so the ratio is slipping bullish again. So it's very important to note this. Not the best short setup. Well, let's get DD front and center. It is right on the edge. So this is the percent of market cap that's bullish or bearish. And the way that this works is that from the middle, if this ratio is greater than or equal to 50, it goes this way. Open and bear zone less than 50, it goes here and then closes in here. 90 is one of our 90 percenters, 90% of the time under ideal conditions. The ratio less than half. And let me tell you something about this ratio. It's a freaking seesaw, okay? Bowling balls, like on either side, okay? And when it's balanced and it's 50, a little bitty, it's so sensitive and awesome at what it does because it protects that 90%. You drop a little feather on the seesaw, whichever side it lands on, it will tilt. It's like 1.1 is just enough to tilt. It's exactly how the market is balanced. This number has been less than half 3 times this year. This will be the 4th. That's how we know a bull market's a fake market. A bull market's a real market. That's it. Now, let me explain to you, markets don't want to be bearish. And I only tapped it small right here because what happens is sometimes it goes here and rejects, sometimes it pops there and rejects. With it being right on the edge and less, I typically always take the short setup off of this one. In another one of my funded accounts, I did pop it by proxy short on NASDAQ. It's up about $1,000 right now. NASDAQ moving a whole lot faster. Proxy short. So NASDAQ gets a lot more speed. So what's the account size I'm trading with right now? I'm still using ETF stuff. So these are all different things. Some of them are like 100, 150K. Most of them are all like funded accounts. Some of them are evals. So like trying to maintain 20 past evals. So when they have a sale, go past 20 evals if you can, as fast as possible. Sign the agreements, keep them there, pay the very low monthly fee, and then when you need a funded account, pay to flip it over and just trade it. I don't do what a lot of the trading gurus do out there, which is like whip through 20 at a time for big payouts. But if you guys want to do that, you can. We kind of teach you to run like no more than 5 at once, and that way you always have a funded account to trade from. You're never like without getting a payout or whatever. Okay. You took 3 100K fast tracks? Nice. Okay, let's talk stats. All right. Okay, so let me show you guys some of our stuff, like our cheat sheets and everything. Inside of here, cheat sheets. Yeah, we'd love for you guys to come check out our training program. So what we create is a very special way to trade the futures market. You may see QQQ on my screen, yet I'm trading futures. How's that so? So what we tell you is we look at markets from multiple angles. This is actually the trick. In our Discord, we have these really cool, they're like flashcards essentially. Red, green, and yellow are position sizes. So I trade certain size positions under certain conditions. And it takes like about a couple weeks just to learn all this stuff. And those are here that are in our program. I love it. Today's setup is going to utilize this guy. I'm going to open them all up and share them with you. Today's setup is going to utilize this guy. I'm going to open this up and share it with you. And today's setup is going to utilize this one. And where's the ratio? This one. Okay. So each one of these things, like I said, I only took a small position because the chances are very high that it kisses and taps there. We tap right there. I'm hitting it very hard to snap back in. 90% of days will close in this dark gray box when it opens in that dark gray box, in that light gray box. Roughly 50 to 60% of days will try to close below this blue line as well. So I'm shorting this pop inside of here. I've got one just in case it falls. I've got a couple more if it hits it up there. Okay. Let me show you guys what we're talking about today. And if you're interested in taking a look at our stuff that we train you on, you get the software as part of the package. Sorry for the sales pitch, you guys. We just started our Black Friday sale. Yeah. So we actually trade futures using options data in the equities market. Believe it or not, it's a whole revolutionary kind of technique. We basically align ourselves with the market maker, Gamma and Delta. What that means is market makers are hedging by longing and shorting, and we're going to utilize that. We can identify where that is, and we just ride the waves. All right, DD ratio is bearish. These are two very important numbers as you guys watch my stream. Always keep your eyes on these numbers right here. Primarily, the white resilience and these two. The first two numbers there are the most important confluence metrics we have. DD ratio greater than half. Market is predisposition to be bullish, or the index is predisposition to be bullish. SPY is tracking the S&P. SPY futures are tracking the S&P. If the stocks themselves are bullish, which means half or greater, if the stocks are in bull zones, then the index that's in a bear zone is going to rush to meet it, which is why today I think it's going to happen because it's right on the edge. And so, I grabbed the wrong one. The other one here. The ratio is bullish, greater than or equal to half. Then when you open in bear zone, it's likely to move to bull zone and then reject back into it. Let's see that. So right now, the reason I am still betting on it likely selling back to where it needs to be is because this number is dancing around half. The reason I'm trading small is because the probability is pretty high that it goes up and kisses the bull zone before it returns back down. So I'm taking one contract trade with low probability. I'm going to hit it with 4 more right there to snap it back down. This will take some drawdown. This will be the win. And from here to here is what I'm expecting. DD less than half. Or sorry, DD any direction. So this scalp right here is a high probability scalp under these conditions. So I'm going to take both trades at once, which is why I'm in small on the first one and big on the second one. This one right here is resilience is a gap fill predictor. The resilience does, it'll predict if the S&P is going to fill its gap or not. The future is going to follow suit. S&P has gapped up off of yesterday's close. That's what this white box is showing you. That's it. Resilience is greater than 0, which it is. The top of the box is support. and anywhere in the box moves to the top. So the top of the box is support, which is what we're seeing out the door, which is why I'm waiting for it to hit my targets and not betting on a sell-off. And any downside movement is going to hit the top of the box and bounce. And if by whatever means it's in the middle, it's also going to float to the top. So we have support here and support here. So now I've got a bunch of trade plans. This is going to move to there, come back down there and bounce. So inside of here, the market wants to close here most of the days. It's going to blast them and kiss this because of that. So I'm going to short from here back into there. I might flip along there to let it go. So I'm going to trade here. I'm going to trade here, and that's it. Data in 7 minutes might get that little pop that we want. Market, though, fighting that half point right here. It's trying to be bearish again. Very rare that we get these. So when you join our program, we give you these cheat sheets to go with it. Why is my phone blowing up? Fuck. What is going on? Why do I have hundreds of no? Oh my. Okay. Wow. So, well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I was retweeted by an Inner Circle trader. Holy Jesus. My phone is like bzz, 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 bzz. I'm just like, what is going on over here? Appreciate you, brother. That's really sweet. I'm very flattered. I'm very flattered people out there know my name. That's like cheers. I don't. Despite me being like cocky and goofy on the stream, I'm actually kind of a shy, quiet guy. It's very, very humbling, very humbling. Thank you for the retweet. My posts that usually get 1,000 engagements got like 20,000 views now, and it's just like, that's cool. So I trade futures contests. I trade fully transparent. I show my results. I show the P&L history. I show all the stats. I post it every day. And I don't know a lot of people out there, especially like in the trading world, who love competing as much as I do. I love competing. Anytime there's a contest, I want to go out of my way to join it. Because I love the thrill. Let me see where the last time I posted the P&L. Because the thing is that no, I tweeted it somewhere. Once the contest is over, they close the account down. So I don't know if it's counting my last. I don't know if I have my. Let me see. Oh, it's on. Maybe it's on Twitter. Let me show you guys the stats from the contest really quick. I'm sure I posted an ETF somewhere. Where's my last post? If anybody in chat wants to be a darling and find the last time I posted the P&L. I would love you guys. Like the, not the P&L, but the entire, all the stats. I was hoping to just print it out this morning straight from the platform. However, the account is no longer there to access. Oh, I have it on Twitter. Oh, never mind. Here it is. I just tweet it. Yeah, like I actually tweet my broker statement. Like that's exactly what I love doing it. Here's the stats. Judge for yourself. I don't like to sit there and convince you of anything. Just check it out. This is what we did in the contest. Now again, this is October 30th. I don't have yesterday because as soon as the contest is over, they remove the account. It is an eval type account, so it wasn't a real money competition, but I treated it as such because the prize is an elite funded account. So apparently I've just got funded by Elite Trader Funding with a real money account, not a SIMDA funded, but a real money account. I'm not sure how much it is because I haven't asked them yet. I'm not gonna lie, I actually forgot that was the prize. I just want to win. I just want to be at the podium. I want to be in first. I want people to, you know, I want good competitors to compete against, to challenge me. This is why I do the challenges. Like, I'm a professional trading contest competitor. Number one, anytime there's a trading contest, I enter it. You guys find a contest, I will enter it. Let me know. Real money, fake money, doesn't matter. I'll enter every contest out there. I still got the Robbins Cup this year. I might actually still continue to take my stab at that. But yeah, like Robbins, I peaked on the leaderboard and fell off. I'm still somewhere below top 5. But I love competing. Like, for me, it's to challenge me to do something that I don't normally do. There's a whole dynamic to it. I'm like thrill. It's such a thrill to me to compete. Anyways, when I do my competitions, I do live stream them. I do live stream every trade. I do live stream the statements. You guys can see for yourself. The last day, I took a $3,000 loss. And I was so worried because the difference between me and third place was less than 5,000. Neck and neck. And I had this theory, because I've done enough competitions to know how it works, is that in paper trading competition, there is no risk at all. Here, let me slowly show you that. There's no risk, right? So the very last day, you get what I like to call the contest YOLOs. If you're anywhere that's not in the range of getting the prize, which here, the top prize is like a live elite count. Then after that, there was like coupons and such, which I'd say is like a good prize, but people want the top prize. So if you're not in first and not in second, and you don't care to get a coupon, you will be YOLOing the last day. There's no way around it except for there's a way I invented. I actually created a trading contest myself that I was going to use on Rocket Scooter to host a yearly trading contest, like my own World Cup of trading with real futures traders, real money. A real money account, you have to worry about this. But if you do a paper trading contest, I invented a way to prevent this thing from happening. I shared it with Elite Trader Funding, and I told them you guys can steal my idea, and hopefully that it works. But you guys remember at the start of the stream, we hit a key level that I always sit out at, right? I tell you guys, I sit out with this level every single time. I always sit out. And I go, fuck my life, because I am only 2K off of second place, and I have to sit out, and this market's likely to crash. My normal risk management real account, I just sit out that day. But because it's a race to the finish line, I'm forced to trade. And you guys watch me on stream sweating all morning. I was like, fuck this market. I'm going to lose because everybody else is going to go out there and YOLO. And this is exactly what happened. I've done enough contests to know. And again, nothing against these folks. V2 goes from 21,000 to 44 in a single day. All you had to do was short NASDAQ at the end of the day. And the one day that it happened, 8% of days do what we saw happen. Open outside of D bands and close below it. 8% of days. And it happened the last day of the contest. All you had to do was YOLO short NASDAQ for 20 to 50,000 in gains. And that second place, that was them. I mean, it happened all day long. This person made 10K last day, 20K last day. I predicted this behavior. And I talked about this one lost 20K that stream. This person went from 2nd to 13th. Right? So in paper trading competitions, you have that effect. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to luck out of first place. Someone's going to win. And I also lost 3K, whatever it was. Yeah, 3K. So I go, well, I lost 3K and it's neck and neck. I'm going to get bumped to the middle. It just so happens only a few people YOLO'd in the right direction. And the one that didn't beat me. So I got lucky. Lucky, right? Brilliant idea about... Oh, Zag, did you like my idea? Yeah, dude. It's like, okay. So here's my idea. Wait, maybe I shouldn't spoil the surprise. Jason, should I tell him or no? I'll keep it under wraps if you guys can have that idea. It's unique, right? No one does it that way. But I created a mathematical solution to even the playing field between winners in a paper contest and YOLOers. I actually created a solution to that problem. I told the team at ETF, I said, you guys can have this. Now I'll let them keep it under wraps because they want to keep it as a little secret weapon. Please don't. All right. Okay. So this design that I created for a paper trading contest is a mathematical solution that, number one, makes the contest more competitive. Number two, lets people in the lead maintain their lead better. And lets people at the bottom, it prevents them from YOLOing to the top. So what it does is it doesn't allow your YOLOs to send you to first place from last. And if you're in first place, it gives you tools to allow you to command your lead without worry that you're gonna be YOLO'd out in first place. But what happens is, like in a real account, if you take a certain step, you have more risk. So I'm not gonna say anything about it. But your question: you cleared your EOD, waiting for signing the agreement. We read it in Discord, not a surprise. Matt, your question. What is your question? Do you take end of day or intraday? You talking about drawdown, like which eval accounts that I do? My favorites are the static, because they're quick and easy to turn around. They're harder to get off the door, but if you know, I burn through statics a lot. I'm not gonna lie, because your first trade has to be your best trade, and this has been kind of volatile the last couple weeks. But they're very cheap to get in. They're very cheap to win. And then all of a sudden, if you get off the first starting line of that, static is the best way to go, because it's super easy to get like a buffer in that account and just maintain an account and grow it. I like the fast tracks as well, because you get more drawdown availability. And fast tracks, I just wait for pivots. Like I'm trading all fast tracks today. Yeah, so my favorites are... those are the ones I like to do. Why static with only 600 DD? Right. Because statics are cheap. When they had their sale, you can get a static for 20 bucks. I passed 20 statics in a week. I spent less than 500 bucks to go from 0 to 20 funded accounts. Well, to 20 past evals. And then I just, whenever I need a new eval funded, I just go and pay the 80 bucks to fund it. The problem with the static, again, every account is balanced risk and reward. They all have different designs. There's no one that's better than the other. They all have different parameters. Now, static has a really, really, really tight drawdown. You have a fixed limit of here, and you're doomed. So your first trade needs to be your most confident setup. So with the static, the trick literally is to wait before you do anything. Your first trade needs to be a very high probability trade. This is a medium high probability trade. This is an extremely high probability trade. As a matter of fact, right here, I'd be hitting it on statics because I want a razor sharp pivot to keep me from having that drawdown. Once I can get $1,000 or $2,000 on that account in a static and that drawdown doesn't move, then you guys see my P&L curve. I'm just going to keep it like it's like a real funded account. Like with my real money, I can just imagine on this P&L curve, right, that the static is just sitting right here. Like my drawdown is literally there. So with the static, once you build a buffer, you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days without losing, and you don't have any kind of drawdowns or daily loss limits. You just bust at one spot, which is exactly what a real account is like, which is why I like static. The problem is because there's no drawdowns, there's no loss limits, there's no anything, no trailing anything, because that's easier to maintain, they make it harder to get there. You are tight at the start. So you're going to blow up a lot of statics. I won't lie, I blow up a lot of statics. In that first trade there, it's very hard to get out the door, but what you have to do is play very small out the door and just grow it like a normal trader. Don't go in there and YOLO all your contracts. So statics are good because they mirror a real account the best way. Now, any of the other drawdown accounts they have drawdown limits, but as soon as you get a certain degree in the funded side, the drawdown parks itself like right here and actually acts like a static. But the problem is that, you know, you have some of them, you have daily loss limits and things, and those you still have trailing drawdown until you get above that threshold, right? So trailing drawdown I don't like as much, which are the fast tracks, simply because when I trade, especially volatile days. So the trick with trailing drawdown accounts, look, that's why I only took one. Oh, DD ratio back to bullish. I love it. My code doesn't work on fast tracks. Oh, it doesn't. Hey, can you, Zag, does my code not work on fast tracks? I didn't know. Do I get a discount on fast tracks? Maybe I don't. I didn't know that. I also don't use my own code. That would be a strange conflict of interest. So I obviously don't use my own code, so I wouldn't know that. But you guys let me know. Let me test it out. Oh, it doesn't seem to be working. ETF end of the day works best and funded. End of the day drawdown is the best one to do if you're trading. Okay, so actually let me start over. So static is really good to do if you have, this is it. Static is true if you have a high. These are the benefits, and I'm going to teach you guys the trick. This is why you should do each one of them. Okay. Why each one of them is better. Static is better if you have a high win rate and you have patience to wait. Okay, for your setup, which is me. To wait. First trade is the most important. So static, you're gonna like wait, punch, right? Yeah. Static is also the cheapest. It's the easiest to bust and it's the cheapest to get. That's why. So you want to get 20 quick funded accounts? That's the way to go. Fast track is great. End of day drawdown. Fast track is great for day traders. And also you can trade like medium to high volatility, right? So, oh, hold on, wait a second. Now again, DD ratio has gone bullish again. So this isn't necessarily the best setup, but I'm going to try it anyways. I'm going to take about 1,500 drawdown and cut it if I lose. You say fast track is the cheapest? I mean, like, let me show you the prices here. Are they the same? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Fast track is cheaper. My bad. Cheaper. Cheapest. Thank you for letting me know. Fast track, you can trade medium to high volatility. Out the door. You have a trailing drawdown. So you have a tight limit on every day. Here you have a tight limit on the first day. So you have to be patient your first day out the door. Here you have a tight limit every day. The fast track gives you more contracts to play with. We give you an equation to like limit see now this has gone against what I want my trade to be, so I'm a little nervous on this one. Actually, let me not be so heavy on this one. You have to beat this within 2 weeks, but that's not hard to do. Trading Nasdaq, you make 1 to 2K a day. 1 to 2K a trade. So 6K targets with 100Ks aren't bad. Intraday, it's also hard. It's the hardest. That's why it's the cheapest. I was going to tell you, this is the hardest. This is the easiest one. But it's the most expensive. End of the day is no trailing drawdown. So the idea is they give you more leniency here. No matter if, so this one has a problem of if you have a trade and you go up, but you forget to close out, you could still be winning your trade, but you can still bust your account because the drawdown's off the top. Here, if you start here, your drawdown's down here, no matter what the trade does. And at the end of the day, it's adjusted. So this allows you to trade more volatility. You can take more DD. So you can trade like higher volatility. You get more leniency here, but it is the most expensive for that reason. This, you have the tightest limit. That's why it's the cheapest. This one is cheaper like in the middle, and you only have a tight limit at the start. So tight limit at the start, tight limit always. Loosest limit always. So that's like the main difference between the three of them. Yeah, like this has gone positive now, so actually I don't like this trade as much as I thought it would. But that's basically the reason to do each one of them. If you really want the most accurate representation of a real trading account, it is a static. A static is a real trading account. There's no trailing drawdown. You don't get busted until you fall to zero. And a static 100K account, this is what I want to also teach you guys as well. When you get a static 100K account, don't say, okay, it's a 100K account. What you do is you look at these drawdowns. The way that it works is that the max drawdown or the max loss limit is your account size. So a static is basically a $625 account. So it's basically a $625 real trading account with no drawdown limits, no nothing, I like to call them the funding program tricks, right? Again, we love our funding programs, but it is a mathematical design. It has tricks, right, that make it harder to pass than a real account. And so you have to trade around those tricks. There's trailing drawdown. Like I could be winning a trade and still lose the account. But that's like the risk you take to try to get easy money, right? To get free money for just nothing. So it's like, you're playing a game against a casino. So there's odds. You're probably going to have a hard time battling the drawdown. But static does not have that problem. But you have to see it like this. You have to see it like a $625 account, which means out the door at the static, you need to be trading micros to crawl out the door. And if you're patient, statics are the best way to go. Because the better you do, the more drawdown you can have. That's why I like them. And boy, this is, like I said, I'm going to take about 1,500 and call it. This is likely to be back down here, but I hate the idea that this just went positive. So that's actually going to squeeze me today. I'm going to give it a couple more seconds on this. I'll watch it when it gets right back down in there. What size is allocated to me for being in first place? That's the thing. I didn't even Here's how I have a trading contest. I just like doing them for fun. I didn't even ask about the prizes. When somebody says you get to compete and show off your stats to the world, let everybody see you trade, I'm like, cool, sign me up. I didn't even ask what the prizes were. So I think I got a funded live account. If anybody's here, Zagnation said, okay, our code works for fast tracks now. Appreciate it. What was the prize? Just DM me hold on, let me DM you real quick. Let me see if I can't. We're going to add the position. Yeah, but this is a risky short because DD ratio is greater than half, you guys. So I am looking for this to happen. The problem with the ratio being greater than half now is that I don't know how high it's going to go. So once it goes against me, the problem is how high does it go before it realizes. So with it being less than half, it was a razor sharp short from here to here. The greater than half, it might squeeze me before it happens. This is why I don't like this setup. That's why I'm starting to trim. Yeah, as Ben has said, there's nothing in the way of the upside now, which is why I don't like it. Yeah, so you guys feel free to use my code and get 50% off all the evals. Because I can take a lot more drawdown now on this one. I'm gonna lower the size a little bit. Somebody said, just discovered you from a very old Tracer Map video. Apropos of nothing, has anyone ever told you that I sound a lot like Coach Dakota from Top Step? For what it's worth, not it matters. He's a good guy. I've actually never chatted with any of the folks over at. Well, I'm friends with some of the people on their show, but I don't think I've ever chatted with any of the folks over there in Dakota. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. I'd like to meet those people sometime. You guys let them know. Come say hi. I watch their show on occasion. I don't watch a lot of their stuff because it's the same time my stuff is, but occasionally we'll catch their stuff. That guy though, he has this like after hours trading thing. He trades like that slow roll Asian session. More power to him. That's like the worst session to trade, man. Those boring. Watching paint your eye. So maybe Top Step was like, we need you to fill that slot, but any good trader worth their gourd would probably, he's probably just being asked to do it. I don't know anybody that purposefully trades during that session because the market is so boring and slow. It's like excruciatingly slow. And trust me, for this trading contest, I had to trade the night session to catch up. I started a week late, by the way. I started a week late and had to catch up to get to first. So I missed the first like 9 days, I think. So I was forced to trade at night to get multiple trades in to catch up. But yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, tell them if you know those folks over there, tell them to come say hi sometime. I like to introduce myself and get to know some more traders that stream. Yeah, they all seem like nice peeps. I'm friends with a bunch of people on their panel, so they have a lot of good folks up there. Like I know Ribs and I know Anne Marie. She's awesome. All right, guys. Back up to 5,900 today. Yeah, that's the problem. I know I'm going to be right, but I don't want to take any more drawdown than this. It is busting me out of this, and I don't know how high it's going to go. So let me just flatten out. So the market's repaired itself. My short was from here to here, back down to there. No longer the case. It's likely to go a certain amount of height and then work its way back lower. The problem is with these drawdown accounts, I don't want to sustain a big amount of drawdown before I'm ultimately right. 90% of days will close here. If I don't get the pivot super quick, or this ratio goes greater than half, I cut and run. So this is just risk management, right? I'll make it back tomorrow. Dakota trades a variety of sessions, but he does like that one. Yeah, I've seen it before. He does seem like he likes that one. I don't know. Maybe he just likes I think I know why he likes it, because it's quiet and peaceful. Like you get, well, actually what I enjoyed about trading at night, no offense, I love my members here. You know, all 6,000 of the, subscribers are Oxeater. I love you guys to death. You are some loud motherfuckers. The trading session, you are some degens. Whoa, market, go, fuck. And I love it. Everyone's so aggressive. And then at night, it's like, nobody's messaging me. Nobody's asking me questions. Everybody's on. I'm like, oh, it's so quiet in my office. So peaceful. Everybody's off doing their own things. No questions in chat. This is kind of nice and lovely and peaceful. So today's setup, you guys, from here, nothing blocking upside, upper DD band with a small position. But the problem is that small position on bounce if we get bull zone. If it bounces to here, I'm no longer shorting it back up. The problem is that the market does want to come here. So you have to have a tight stop. 10 points at R&R is good. And DD, you've got about probably 30 points from here. It's about 3-to-1 trade. That session is educational. Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. So the most correct trade today is from here. The most high probable trade today is if it falls to here, there's a scalp right back to there because this ratio is greater than half. This is like a 90% trade setup. Medium probability trade is if it falls to here to long off of there. So now the setup has reversed what I was trying to do earlier. Take a long again there, and then trade it right to there. So the script is flipped. This is long. This is a small position. This is a bigger position. Again, it requires this ratio to be bigger in half. So the market's kind of worked its way bullish again. Roughly about, let's see, 71 to 73. Hold on, open. Are we close to upper DD band? So it's going to run to DD band. You guys tell me what that number is. Hold on. Let me see. How far away we are from that? 28. The guy that called the flash crash. Oh, I love that video. No bid. No bid. All right, Zoom. It's about that time. Let's all pile into YouTube. We love it. Come on over, guys. We were outside of DD band. That's right? Yeah, so I don't... That's right. All right, guys. Let's head over to YouTube. Let's go. Am I going to take the bulls out and bounce? Probably. Yeah. You guys do anything fun for Halloween? Let me see if I can show you something cool. Hold on. I kind of messed this up, but y'all are gonna laugh. I'm usually really good at carving pumpkins, but this one I was in too big of a hurry. And I was talking on the phone to iDoc's mom while I was doing it, so I kind of jacked that. But I'm really good at carving pumpkins. But this one, it's just look, she was laughing because hold on, let me show you guys. I'm almost embarrassed to show it. Y'all want me to show it? Y'all want to see the pumpkin? I want to see the pumpkin. Hold on, I need the real photo though. Let me see if I have the real photo. So I have like the ability to turn any photo into a pumpkin carving. You want me to show it to you? She's gonna hate that I share all this photo. I want to see it. Okay. All right, check this out. So, you know, you guys know iDoc is a Twitch streamer, right? She's an eye doctor and a Twitch streamer. And again, I couldn't finish it because I was like running out of time. Hold on. I was getting kind of tired. You know, the contest was over. I was getting tired. I was like, man, I just want to veg out and chill. So she has this picture that they all post and meme her with. She did this face on her stream. And so they like, they did this photo of her, and they always post it, and they always like give her wigs and stuff, put sunglasses on her. So this is like they meme her with this. It's so funny. So like I was gonna like completely surprise her. Let me show you the photo really quick. So I was gonna make the that into the pumpkin. Now normally I'm pretty good. Normally I'm like super good at carving pumpkins into faces. I don't know if I can show you guys I did Ryan Gosling one year, just for the fuck of it, just to be funny. So here's what I did. So I did that, and again, I got tired, so don't laugh because it's not finished. And I kind of like, the way that her chin is in the lighting, I didn't do it right, so it makes her look like she's got a really funky chin. But like, squint your eyes. Like I do carved out 3D pumpkin. So like I shaved the pumpkin and tried to draw the outline of the face. Well, I was talking to her mom. The part of this pumpkin at the bottom was way too thin. And like I accidentally carved all the way through it. So while this was like the chin was supposed to be here, but I like shaved the chin out to where it makes it look like her chin was here where the neck was. So it completely sunk in here. But if you cover up this part, it looks kind of all right, doesn't it? Oh, it looks horrible, I know. But like her mom was talking to me on the phone. We're like house shopping right now, and she was like, we're talking about all the different parts of the house we didn't do and don't like. If I were to like remove this, it was supposed to be like that. I completely jacked it up. She goes, now I look like fat bastard from Austin Powers. I was like shaving, and I was like, oh, I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, oops, I shaved all the way to the bottom. But anyways, that's supposed to work. And then I got bored and I didn't finish the eyes. And this is Ryan Gosling on the right. There you go. As a cat. Andrew, so Garrett Otto is Humble Trader. But yeah, anyways, so there's the before. The thing is that the shading on the chin, it's supposed to be dark here and light right there. The darkness is what implies there's where your chin is. And then right here, I carved through it way too much. You can't see how, like I should have left the chin dark like that, but oh well. I was exhausted. I was tired. This needs to be like that. And I accidentally shaved it off. And I was like, well, I can tape it back on there. Whatever. So I actually am a good sculptor sometimes. Yeah, no, it's supposed to look like that. Anyways. Before. After. And normally I do a much better job. This was a rush job, so. Let me show you guys. You want to see Gosling? Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. It took me like 2 days to finish carving Gosling, but I take it seriously. I have like little tools that I use. Y'all will like this. Let me show y'all. Yeah, so see, I don't know how high it's gonna go inside of here, so I don't take that short draw down. I don't. I don't take it. All right, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys pumpkin carving mastery really quick. So market's likely to gonna go up. I'm not just goofing around to not talk about what the market's gonna do. It's likely to go up. But again, it can fall back. The idea is right back down in here. There's another long setup in case it does pull back today. Okay. All right. All right, so this is God, I'm so young in this photo. And I don't have any surviving photos of here. In this era of all my pumpkin carving mastery. But you guys remember the meme when it was like Ryan Gosling won't eat his cereal? Have y'all seen that meme? Look how cut I used to be. Y'all seen that YouTube, right? So I was like, I was gonna do that. I've seen this one, right? Hold on, watch this. It's such a that was such a funny. It was like big on Vine back in that year, so that was like the hot meme that year. That's why I did it. Like literally, somebody has way too much time on their hands, but this is great. All right, you guys get the gist, right? There's like 2 minutes of this. Okay. All right. So that was me like recreating the experience, and let me show you the final output on that, and then we'll get back to trading. And I was gonna figure out how to do a cereal spoon, but it didn't work out. So I did the Hey Girl meme. And that was my pumpkin one year. If I put my time into it, it actually turns out pretty good. So now it's like 2 days to jump to do this one. I go to town when it comes to. See, not bad, right? Thank you. Not bad. Thank you. And one year for Halloween, one of my best buddies, we decided to troll him. So I taught other people how to do the pumpkin carving. And we took 5 different pictures of his face, and each one of them carved a different picture of his face, like I did with iDoc. And then on Halloween, we went and put the pumpkins on his doorstep with candles in them, and knocked on the door and ran off. It was funny. Looks like a Che Guevara. Oh, really? I didn't even think of that. Kind of does. Could have that look. You love seeing what artists can do. By all means, that's the only weird skill I have that comes to art. Here's the problem with SPY. Like, I know that the trade I want to take is probably right. I just don't want to sustain a lot of drawdown before it happens. So usually on days like this, I'm going to wait for that bear zone tap, 573, and go long again in case it goes there by the end of the day. So this particular trade, I take every single time from here to here, even though I was trying to short from there on DD. This is a guaranteed, like, high probability trade. 90% of the time, no matter what this number is, here to here is a trade. So as it was doing this, if you weren't entering in the section I was, and you did take a long from there to there, that is a correct trade. But I normally get out of the way here because it likely tries to pull its way back down. Being outside DD bands, normally we don't trade here anyway, so why I'm not doing much. Risk management, this is like usually stays I sit out. But you guys have any questions for me about the contest? How that turned out? See, that's why I wasn't chasing along there, and I knew I'm ultimately is right on the trade. I just don't want to take the draw now. Too rich for my blood. But you guys see how I operate? Pretty good, right? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there's been I docs, you're late. What I missed? Did I win yet? Oh yeah, I won. And I celebrated by carving my girlfriend's face into a pumpkin. Do I have a beginner-friendly video? Ransom, come to the Zoom call today. We need to, we have, like I said, sign up for the package. Everybody here, sign up. I'll reopen the door for the package. Look, we used to have a Zoom call only package where you can just come to the Zoom calls. Come to this. It's 20 bucks, literally 20 bucks for a month just to come to the courses. This is the best training you're going to get. So just do that. And you can watch the videos there. That'll give you access to the videos in the Discord. Yeah, near the bear zone top. See, I didn't chase along here. I know we have that same setup. We look for that every day. I said, everybody, yeah, sign up for the Zoom call. I'll reopen it because a lot of people like, okay, let me try it, because you can have access to the full training suite, and there's just 20 classes, and you can watch them all, and we revisit them every day live. So we're like on number 11 now. At 3 o'clock, we'll be going through a live session, going through the trade setups, reviews, kind of like going through what I do, and then of course teaching each topic. That's the best way to get up to date. I encourage all of you to do that if you want to learn how we do what we do. Here, I don't really detail as much of it other than drawing my trade plan. But there is a lot. I'm just winking, and I'm saying there's a lot that you'll get. It's the value is infinite. The reason we took it away is because it was dirt cheap. It's now 200 bucks a month to get access to that course plus the tools. So the only way you get it is to actually buy the software. But just because there's so much interest right now, I'll leave it open for a couple days. You guys can just do the Zoom calls, come out and check it out, and watch all the other videos. You guys will like it. Zoom, yeah. That 90% of days want to close down in here. The problem, as everybody had noted, is that when you break out of here, and I drew this early on the screen, I go, how high can it go? We don't know how high you can go on this type of setup. The market can go really high, which is why I just cut right here, because I didn't want to be squeezed indefinitely, even though I knew the trade was right. So in a real trading account, the question is, how much drawdown are you willing to take before it goes? That's why I just trimmed my position. But in the funded accounts, I don't want to take more than 1,500 a drawdown, which is why I told you guys 1,500 was my limit. If I took a hard limit of 1,500, I just X'd out of the trade, even though I was right. So even though I'm right a lot of the times when I lose a trade, I still manage drawdown first. And that's kind of the secret. And the courses go over that stuff. You guys see how... There you go. Like, there's the trade. So I was right. Market. Hey. I always trade from here to here. There's always a trade setup from here to here. I like to take that trade every single time. It's 10 points a move. DD ratio is still greater than half. Market's still good. It definitely wants to fall back down into there. So the scalp from here every single time is usually a trade that I take. You get squeezed a second time. I'm going to choose to sit out for today. It's a good long setup from here. I'm just not going to take it. It's already committed to some meetings I got to go to in just a little bit. So once I get off the stream, I got to run. But here to here with it's a 1-to-1 setup. It's definitely not a terrible trade to take. It's about a 90% probability that the scalp goes. I check that trade every single time. Being a little light today. I'm just coming off of the, trading cut system. Like, definitely, I need a break for like one day. Get something out really quick. Am I not taking the long? No, I today I'm just gonna take it light. Normally I would take it every single time. You guys know, here to here. This is a trade I take every single time. But being outside of the DD bands is just like, I already took a loss. I'm gonna kind of take it easy today. Oh yeah, how was your jury selection? Were you on the jury or were you the lawyer choosing the jury? Yeah, this morning I just took one trade. DD ratio was less than half, so I took the one bear setup that was there, and then once I went to there, I closed out. That's it. Tiny loss. Just put one account to it. We'll see you guys again at 3. Come back and do the Zoom calls tonight. You got it delayed to the 10th of January? Oh, that's awesome, dude. Went up 9 points instantly. Yeah. Keegs, dude, you guys know that. That's my favorite, one of my favorite setups. Here to here, I take that trade 90% of the, like 90% success rate. That is one of our highest probability trades. When you enter the middle, it always to the top. I take it this direction every single time. Always. This ratio is greater than half. It's 90% probability that that scalp works. 9 out of 10 times this trade works. It'll go from here to here. And then, of course, yeah. This morning, I took the short off of here because the ratio was less than half. So I actually was betting that that was going to happen. That did happen. The problem is that once you break the bull zone, I just cut out because I don't know how much drawdown I'm going to take. We always call this the how much trade. How much you're going to lose before it finally does what it wants to do. It's a hard scalp to take. The bet I'm actually making is that it hits here and then hits here and then pivots hard very quickly, which there's the hard pivot it took. The problem is that you can sustain a little bit of drawdown before the trade actually takes. So 15 points is not, you know, how high can it go? As soon as I pass up, break in here and start supporting, I X out of my trade. Because it can trickle up 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 points before it does this. So that's a hard trade to realize. That's the problem. 9% of the time, it works every time. So this is still a good setup back to bull zone. You guys, this is like one of my favorite setups to take. One with chill today. To get out of here and get some meetings. Oh, dude, amazing. Take flight. I'm reading your post. So all of our members are like doing the work to do some data mining and pull out our data and do historic probability. So one of our current projects, one of our members stood up to volunteer. Going over the probabilities of our overnight dynamics. So we're going to have some probabilities for the overnight dynamic catch pressures next. All right. And it's gone. See, 90%. That's a setup, and that's what when you guys have our software. All you have to do is type in SPY if you're trading S&P futures or QQ if you're trading Nasdaq futures. And you can see, like, I put them side by side. I didn't take this trade because I'm in the middle of doing some stuff. I got to bounce literally in 1 minute. But, yeah. You had a 5-hour drive from West Texas to Austin. That's the most brutal drive in the whole country, is driving I-10 area west. El Paso to, like, San Antonio. Dude, it's nothing but desert. It's such a boring drive. And it's done. There you go. See, I swallow. Check it out, baby. Good games, good games. Send a Zoom link to your lifetime subscribers. So the Zoom link is posted in the channel, Nadia. That's called Zoom link. Yeah, so if you join Lifetime, which, by the way, before I get out of here, our Black Friday special is going all the way through Sunday. $1,500 off of Lifetime. If you guys want to join Lifetime, you get the software, the Zoom calls, the training, the coaching, all the new software indicators we give or make as the years go by. The next update is going to print these probabilities on the chart conditionally. It will have an arrow with the word 90% of the time it does this, and this number will be dynamic. It will historically back test. We're going to have a widget, and that's how we're going to do it. This is going to be so cool. We're going to sell this as an add-on. Lifetime will get it for free. So you guys with the software, the new package that we create is going to be called AI Assist. Okay. You can turn it on or off. And it's going to be like an add-on. Might be $50 a month. Might be something like that. Lifetime will get it for free. Right here. When you open that widget, what it's going to do is going to be like liquidity map, except for it'll have some parameters. Then you can type in, you'll have like auto. You can click all. You can click like last, 1 month, last 3 months, last 6, last 12, etc. There's gonna be some options you can click. And what this does, it sets the backtesting parameters that when you click each one of them, it'll change those probabilities. It will reach back in time and look over the past X amount of months that you choose and tell you what the probabilities of those things were during that time period. And then what it will do, it will gauge it conditionally based on the alerts we have. So it'll look for these same alerts under these conditions over the last 12 months. What's the probability that trade setup happened? And that's the next big thing we're doing called AI Assist. You click this, your liquidity maps will now have dynamic lines drawn on the chart, balancing resilience in DD. So it'll have up and down arrows with the actual probabilities from the actual back test printed on the chart. That's the new big thing that we're building. Now, it's a bigger update. It's taking some time, but right now our members are putting together. We spent 2 years gathering data before we built this, and we have all the data for liquidity maps with equities. Now we're doing all the data for the hedge pressure, monthly dynamic hedge pressure for futures. So you have them both compiled. I'm working with somebody right now who's pulling out that data just as a starting point to feed the bot. So the bot is going to need a starting point, and then we're going to basically have it learn from its own machine learning. So basically it's going to, like, when certain techniques become less and less and less probable, your arrow will disappear on your liquidity map drawing because it's not deemed probable enough. And you'll be able to set a threshold, which is the other cool part, threshold. And you can set your threshold to 70%, like pick a percent, and will only show on your liquidity map the trades that have that percent or higher. Next step after that, we'll have the position sizing guidelines. So you will have your AI assist here. You'll have your position sizing here, which is a whole nother thing, maybe a checkbox or something, that you'll have some criteria. And what it will do is alert based on the risk. You'll be able to take you'll be able to type in some parameters like what's my max loss for the day, what's my max drawdown today. Based on if you're doing like trader funding programs, you can type in what your stop loss you're intended to do. Say like an example is I'm going to lose 40 points in NASDAQ and I want to make a 2-to-1 trade. The position sizing assist bot will basically tell you this is the position size against your win rate that you need to take to assume that double your loss rate isn't going to blow you up. So you can lose 2 days or 5 days or 10 days. You can set some parameters, and what it'll do is it'll recommend a position based on what you tell it. So the parameters are what's your win rate, what's your worst expected losing streak multiplier. So I do double. So if 80% win rate, then my losing streak multiplier is for every week, win 4, lose 1. So I double that, and I say my losing streak is 2. So it basically says you'll blow up in 2 days, or you'll hit your drawdown in 2 days. You can set, I don't want to hit my drawdown for 5 days. So it trims your position size based on what you're trading, what your stop loss is, what your own stats are. And the answer is just trade 2 micros, trade 4 micros. I want this 2-to-1 trade. It'll say you have an 80% chance of it winning. Trade 2 micros to meet your risk profile. Find me a trading platform that's building risk management into it for its traders. It's going to use the back test that we're building. Like I said, this is a very complex project. That's why we're funding it right now. So those of you that are joining, especially with Lifetime, it's going to pay for that project. So essentially what we do is people that buy the software from us, we reinvest it back into developing more stuff for the software. The Black Friday, $1,500 off a Lifetime. Hopefully you guys like that. It's normally 4K, so that makes it 25. The latest drop, we're working on it now. We're planning it now. Right now, we're gathering the data to wrap up the feasibility has already been determined for liquidity maps. We're wrapping up the data for the feasibility for futures as well. Do the day trader paradise people get access to this chew before I inevitably change your name away from Rocket Scooter? No, we're not changing the Rocket Scooter name. It's staying the same. The old Lifetime crew from DTP days get Lifetime access to the platform just the same. You just got to convert your account from the new to the new site from the old one. I'm very flattered that I got a retweet from ICT. That was really, really awesome of him. What an awesome guy. Yep. So you guys, did y'all do that long setup there? I didn't do it. I'm just being. Oh, I gotta go. I got a meeting. I'm minutes late for my meeting. All right, guys. I love y'all. I gotta bounce. Actually, you know what? Let me bump it 20 minutes. Hold on. I'm gonna bump the meeting to 20 minutes. I can hang with y'all 20 more minutes. Hold on. 463% gain. That's what I got. Oh wow. Let me get my meeting. Bump that. Let me bump that 20 minutes. I love you guys too much. I'm gonna stay here. I really wish I got a screen cap of the final challenge results. So that's the sucky part. I forgot to get a because like once the contest is over, you can't access that account anymore. They create like an account for just the contest. And for whatever reason, I didn't think about it, but because it was Halloween, like as soon as I got off the stream, I was doing Halloween stuff all day, and I'm like, I need a break from all things trading. And I went, once I got everything like all chilled out and settled out, like I wasn't even in Discord. I was like, all right, guys, I need to like chill out and do some fun family stuff. By the time I show back up at my computer to do, like, see what's going on, I was like, oh shit, I can't even get a picture of the last day stats, which is totally fine. It's only 3K, whatever loss. It wasn't that big of a deal. So the stats are relatively similar. But yeah, it was like a 460% gain, 80% win rate, or 78% win rate, 5-to-1 run up to drawdown ratio. And I got pretty lucky a lot of days too. Like a lot of the days just went in my favor. It was pretty good. The DD band values Ice Wild as soon as you subscribe, which I don't know if you have. I think you can access to here, and then you'll have your bands right there. Yeah, what's up? You were away. Did the boxes change position? Look at the long second entry setup. Boy, let's go. It's a 90% setup under ideal conditions. And I always tell people I take it every single time. I always pound my fist. I take that trade every single time. Oops. Oh, I'm not logged into my futures account. That's why it says reconnect. Okay, let me figure that out later. Oh, I know why. Because I log in at... If I log in at CKG Desktop, it kicks me out here. You can only log in at one place. Ew. Buy close to bull bottom. Boom, bull bottom bounce. You got it. You got it. You got it. Boom, there it is. Guys, days like this is not, I'm not looking for big run-up days. Today's scalping only. Honestly, if I got this to this, I'd close. This to this, I'd close. This to this, I'd close. I treat this like, I'm not going to treat this like a V-up day back to the top. I would be very cautious doing anything from here. If I was getting some good scalps here, I'd call it a day by now. You trading in Q? Let's go, baby. Oh, in Q, look at the algo right here, dude. Right here. Look. And Q has support from here. It shows you that right here. That's a super clean setup. Nice job. You go, yeah, let's go, baby. All right, we're here every day, by the way. Come to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to sub. Check out our tools. And everybody, we reopened, before I get out of here, we reopened our 20 days course. We closed this out. It's part of our $200 a month software membership. Only get access to it. But if you don't want to buy the software yet and you just want to come to the courses and learn all these probability setups, especially if you just watch the stream and you want to learn what it is we do, it is only 20 bucks a month. It was like that when we launched it. We got 500 people sign up for it, and then we cut it off and we baked it into one of our packages. But like literally, we've got shit. We got like 4,000 new subs to the channel this last month. It's been crazy how quick we're growing, and people want to check it out. So you guys can come to the courses. That'll give you access to our Zoom call every day. And the video recordings will be on your dashboard. So you can go watch the entire course series for 20 bucks. It's $1 a course. By far, it's normally 200 bucks to get that stuff. So everybody can do just the Zoom call only. It's no software access. But I tell you guys, if you want to learn to do it. Bro, dude, yo, bro, I trade every day. Every day. I live trade every single day. I'm the only person on YouTube that shows my entire P&L statement, my history, my stats. I walk into trading contests and win them. I trade against anybody who wants to trade me, by far. All these goofballs on YouTube. I've been trading on YouTube since like 2016. I show you guys my stats. Win or loss. I trade NASDAQ futures and S&P futures. That's it. It's on my screen. I was trading ES futures today. Yo, let me tell you what we have, okay? We create an algorithm that can extract market maker positions from the options data, and then we convert it to futures and make the trade. An example, SPY has this letter code, and this is my trade plan. My algorithm spits out my trade plan for me. Long off of blue, long off of blue. Do you guys see that? This trade is 90% of the time in QQQ or ES futures. 90% of the time, this scalp works. That's all I do. And I basically just trade only according to my little trade plan cheat sheets. Now, again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. This is just the direction of the order flow. So I know the odds and I trade with that direction order flow. Yeah, that's all I do. I do MMHP. Same thing, right? Bear zone to bull zone with monthly hedge break. Russell now has a good trade from here to here. That's a good setup. But I got to go, guys. Love you guys. Have you guys ever seen my radical coffee cup, dude? It's dope, right? This is what the thing is. If you guys ever want to gift me something, I'm weirdly obsessed with like Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. And skulls and pirates. Dude, I get like so much skull-based memorabilia. Look, I've got a bone handle on a coffee cup. Probably cast. I don't think it's real bone, but still. How cool this is. Yeah, Ransom, come. Oh, show my bracelet. Ransom, come out to the Zoom call today. It's gonna be at 3 o'clock Eastern. We're doing our training. And trust me when I say, if you guys still want to check it out, 20 bucks will be the best 20 bucks you ever spent. And even so, after 3 days, we do give you guys a refund if you don't like it. And in the history of us being a company, 0 people in 8 years have ever asked for a refund within 3 days. Ever. And you would be the first. Don't believe me, go read the reviews of what people say. Actual customers review our stuff. And this is what they say. If you want to go rocket.place/Matt, let me give you a link. Go check it out. We'd love for you guys to join our community. We made it super cheap because the classes, when we first launched it, just to kind of get people to check it out. But we'll bring it back for Black Friday, so it's there. Yeah, these are actual members. It will show you what they purchased when they left a review. You had to have bought something to have left a review. So it's going to tell you these are people that actually bought them. So they're legitimate reviews from legitimate customers. And you can leave as many reviews as you want. If these people change their mind, they certainly didn't come back and say that it sucked, but whatever. So yeah, I'm a big proponent of, like, you know, the trading world is full of like salespeople, man. They all got something to say. They got amazing stuff to sell you, but let the customers figure themselves. Give you guys refund if you don't like it. And I show all my stats when I trade. I don't think I'm getting more perfect than, you know, doing the right fucking thing. You trade live with next to us every day? Yeah, you can. Like, literally, I trade live every day on YouTube. You can just stay here and watch. Yeah. If you sub to the membership package, though, it's a Zoom call. So we do Zoom at the same time as YouTube. YouTube has like a 30-second delay. The Zoom call is in real time. So if you sub to the Zoom call, it's actually real time. That's kind of the reason to do that. You have a skull t-shirt with a skull ring and top hat? Dude, that's what I like to hear. All right, it's my bracelet. Hold on. You can see it. Come on, camera focus. Let's see if I can see it. Come on, baby. Focus. Well, right here. You guys can see it right there, right? Oh, let me make it bigger. Hold on. Full screen. Yeah. Bam. This is my, yeah, so, like, iDoc got me this from Tulum in Mexico. My mom got me this one right here. And then, yeah, like, this is my favorite one. Look at this. Skulls, baby. Check it out. And those are real diamonds, black diamonds for eyeballs. So my skulls have black diamond eyeballs. I trade every day from 9 o'clock in the morning until about noon, which is today. I got to leave 30 minutes early, so I had a meeting. I'm also the CEO of the Rocket Scooter Corporation, so I actually built this trading platform. So actually, not only this live streaming, but actually built this platform that you see on the screen. So I got a meeting with my dev and marketing team in a little bit. What is a win today? No, today wasn't a win. Outside of DD band, it's normally just a sit out day today. Always your actual birthday? Scorpio. I'm on the cusp, though. I'm like Libra Scorpio. I'm like right in the middle. So I'm kind of both, but where's my October peeps? Let's go. Yeah, I like all kind of weird, macabre shit. Or, yeah, suspense, thrillers, skulls, pirates. I'm just weird. Tesla on MHP? Check it out. Angry, you're Scorpio? Dude, we just became best friends. Let's go. Hey, man, Scorpios are like... Scorpios are very interesting characters. We're a little odd. We got fire. We got... like, inside of us. Like, we're just like... I get the Libra personality, like, how I run the company. Like, Libra is like the person that get along with anybody. A good leader. Kind of in the middle. People are fighting. I can, like, calm them down sort of thing. But then I'm like the Scorpio, so I'm the one causing the fights at the other time. Other side of the coin. Jimmy Jim, what's up? After ETF to give you an elite sim funded account after passing eval. What does sim mean after passing? We don't get terrible money. Okay. Here's how it works. Yeah, so there's 3 different types of stages when it comes to trader funding programs. I'll give you guys this before you get out. Like I said, you guys, we're the expert at teaching you how this stuff works. So any question you have, feel free to ask me. So way that it works is You have a sim account for an eval that pays you nothing. Okay, they're all sim accounts. Eval. Eval is just a test account. It is totally sim, no payout. When you pass eval, now all of these companies are the same. You go one of two ways. Let's go all the way till the end, and we'll call it funded. Okay. Funded is they give you real money. Gave you real money to trade. Many of them don't have this. Many of them have this, but it's invite only. Like you do very well, and then they'll give it to you. Okay, I'll come to this later. Majority of them have what they call sim to funded. What sim to funded is, it's a sim account, but it pays you what you win. But it's still a sim account. It's not a real money account. It's still sim, and if you do win, it pays you. So with ETF, the way they do it, it's sim and then sim to funded. Typically, with a lot of these companies, they all have different standards. And then some of them, if you actually just straight out kill it right here, they'll send you, they have sometimes have criteria as a second round to send you to funded. And it's like a real invite, like, hey, join the club. We're going to give you real money to trade with now. A lot of them, it's a secret club. Like they'll email you and say, hey, you're really good. We want to sponsor you. Here's some money to trade with. So different companies have different protocols to get to the real funded account. To you, the difference is Uncle Sam. The only difference between you from here and here is this is a 1099 wage thing. Like the money that you make is given to you as a contractor. You're paid 1099, so it's taxed on top of your wages. So say goodbye to 40% of your gains if you're in the bracket I'm in. So effective tax rate on the 60-40 rule of an actual trading account is roughly like, I don't know, what is it? It's less than 20. Depending on your tax bracket, the effective tax rate is going to be less than 22%, something like that. Well, 40% 1099, and you also lose 20% of your gains to the actual program. So you're losing 60% of your gains. The actual real funded account, whatever the split is they give you, minus 20. You'll save about 20% of your gains if you can make it all the way to funded. Now, they have different protocols to do it. Like when I won the contest, ETF put me here, so I'm actually here now. So ETF is less than 20%. They are specifically 10%, I believe. I know I'd put 20%. This is general with everybody. All your trader funding programs have the same structure. ETFs is 10. ETF has all three stages. Now, I need to get clarification, and maybe any of them are here watching the stream. How do you go from here to here? I'm not really sure what their protocol is. Some of your trader funding programs will have, like, you pass an eval, pass the sim to funded, get paid while you do it, then go to funded. ETF is pretty straightforward on the website. I haven't read the funded rules. But now that I am here, this is me now. I need to go freshen up on the rules. I was just busy because of Halloween. Now that I got there, I need to figure this out. So I don't know the process from here to here. Yeah, if you don't need the cash or anything, somebody says put it to real estate and use those tax benefits can offset a lot of the 40%. Yeah. So like with the trader funding program, that is kind of the thing. You do lose. Now, again, it only costs you like $100 to get to that stage to make tens of thousands of dollars, and you lose 60% of it. You still spend $100 to make $4,000 for every 10. Still not a bad reward to risk ratio while you do lose a majority of your gains. With the trader funding program, you take no risk to make money. You probably take practically no risk. That's the best part about it. You don't blow up your life savings day trading. There's obviously a fee to that, you know, but still, that's the benefit there. You just have to understand that you do have to pay taxes at the end of the year on these gains. Yeah. So ETF is counting on more people losing than winning. It's a casino model, obviously. Yeah, like, you know, a tiger has its has its stripes. A zebra has its dots, right? We always say that. But no, nobody hides the fact that the model is designed for a company to be profitable. And they're all the same. It's a casino model. There are people that win. There are people that lose. The losers pay the winners. With enough left over, they didn't make a profit. And that's any business. The business wouldn't be in business if they didn't make a profit, which covers their overhead and covers their expansion and covers their tech and covers their developer costs, etc. They need to draw a profit. If the source of revenue is your subs and they pay out the winners, clearly the losers are much greater than the winners, or else they'd go out of business. And that's just the model. And so, you know, everyone's honest about it. A lot of the trader funding programs don't actually come out and say that. But I mean, any person worth their weight in feathers will understand that that is exactly the model. And there's odds are really hard because the limits, the drawdown limits and stuff make it harder to win. But the entry is so low to play the game. That's the benefit. It's harder for you to win, but it's dirt cheap to play. And that's why you do it. It's kind of a stepping ground between like being a real trader, trading hundreds of thousands of your own money, to somebody starting at the beginning. It's just like, let me just throw a couple $100 a month into this and see where it goes. It's a very awesome training ground and practice ground, which is why I support trader funding programs, because they're really awesome for you to get in there and take them seriously. As a trader, you're going to have the ability to blow up all your money and your life savings your first week of trading because you followed some random goofball on YouTube with a Lambo. You don't want to be doing this kind of stuff. But in trader funding program, you're limiting your loss to literally your entry fee. Nobody's going to ruin their life savings playing trader funding programs. You really have to go out of your way to death by 10,000 cuts at $100 a pop to blow up all your money. So they're really awesome to get you to the level of practicing with real risk, because when you're paying $100 for, or $200, whatever, for these funding accounts, think about it. You actually have real risk on the table, and you have a real reward if you win. So you as a trader are going to take it more seriously than if it was just straight up paper trading with no risk and no reward. You're just YOLOing that stuff. So real risk, real reward, real cost, real payout. It's actually real trading at a fraction of the risk. And that's why I support them. But I also am, you know, the world's best coach. So I'm not going to support them and just be like, not sharing you all the details. Clearly, it's a casino. Or I like to say, it's a carnival game. Like the basketball game at the carnival. But the difference is the rim is, you always see them. They're always like, 14 feet in the air. They make them taller. And then the rim, when you look at it, is not circular. It's bent just a little bit so that the ball has a little less clearance. So it's harder to make the shot, but it's dirt cheap to play. And that's how they're all the same way. The entire industry is the same way. So as a trader, you must learn how to play that game, and we teach you how to play that game. And of all the trader funding programs, ETF's the best. No shenanigans. No payout delays. Between all of them, I support them fully. I'm friends with those guys. Them and Top Step, as I hear, are the two that are like squeaky clean as far as payout structure. ETF takes longer to get funded. Top Step is more expensive. That's the trade-off. ETF is one of the cheaper ones to go, but it takes longer to get funded. So you're paying for that. You get a discount, but you're going to take a little longer, which I like. Yeah. You use Top Step to trade? Yeah. My core. Everybody here, let Kenny know about our courses. That's absolutely what we do. Is we teach you how to beat trader funding programs. I can't promise you success in trading. Like, clearly there's legality there. Like my results can't imply your results. I personally funded 20 accounts in 5 days. First go around. When I moved to ETF, it took me 5 days to get 2 million in funded. Now I just moved to elite funded. So now I'm funded with real money. And so what we teach you, I teach you what I did to get there. And so definitely you can have full access to all those courses. All right, I got to go, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Don't forget to sub, because we're here every day, twice a day. At 3 o'clock today, we'll have our first Zoom call. Sign up for these Zoom calls. We reopened it for Black Friday. We teach S&P and NASDAQ futures trading. Live stream twice a day. Do the Zoom call in the afternoon. You guys can come. The videos are recorded for 20 bucks. You can watch them all. There's 20 of them. Yeah, 50% off first month of our platform sale and $1,500 off lifetime. Black Friday sale ends on Sunday. We're doing our Black Friday early this year. I'm not going to be around during Thanksgiving. Black Friday. I'm doing a lot of traveling that time of the month. All right, love you guys. We'll see y'all later.